Um, Diaspora Network, good to be back again. Always good to be back. Quite a while I've been on. Well, I hope we'll be doing great, guys. Just to share some thoughts this evening, and our own is making Nigeria to work again. That is our own. That is what we are praying for. Making Nigeria work again. This evening, just a little thought, just to share some little thoughts, and we are praying for Nigeria to make sure Nigeria is is beautiful. Nigeria, a place we dream of, a place we really want, where we want it to be. That is our prayer. Uh, we all hope that it will get there. But right now, things are happening that it's just not. I mean, not good enough. Things are happening in Nigeria. It's not good enough. People are crying. People are dejected. People are losing hope, and so many things, guys. People are losing hope, and we have to encourage everyone. That is the truth. Just to encourage everyone that Nigeria will get better. Okay, we just encourage everyone. We really have to encourage everyone because I know people are feeling bad. Protests, kidnapping, killings, and the value of the naira. So many things to talk about, man. The NAS are doing the National Assembly are doing their own. The president, the Tinubu is in France. So many things, so many things, so many things. So, but Nigerians, don't give in, don't give up. This is our country. We need to fix it up, and we'll fix it up, right? But what is really happening right now is very, very. It's too bad, really. Seriously, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And what can we do? What do we do? We have to make Nigeria work. And Nigeria must work, okay? Let's have that hope. Nigeria must work and it will work, okay? Nigeria must work and it will work, okay? And by God's grace, everything will be fine, okay? It's just that it's a long war, as I've always said, it's a long war. It's a long war, but we should not give in. We should not give up, okay? We should not give up, all right? And what do we do? We must make Nigeria work again. Protest. I think Nigeria State protest going. I don't look protests going on. Okay, and you cannot blame the people. You cannot blame them really. Protest. This is Nigeria State today. This is Nigeria State today. Guys, people are hungry. Okay. Hungry, man. These they don't have jobs. Businesses have collapsed. The naira rate. I mean, there is inflation. There is inflation. People that were earning
Youths are
300,000
protesting the high cost of living, and they were blocking major roads within the metropolis. Now, we understand that the protests say the rising cost of food items or government efforts to arresting the situation has forced them to block major roads. That's why a lot of them they say they're blocking the major roads so that government will hear their cry. And it turns out the deputy governor went in to try and address the crowd, telling them, listen, we actually do hear you, it's not that we don't. But they heckled him, saying, no, no way, not so, in disagreement of what went on. So the deputy governor of the state, Akubu Gaba, tried to address them. He said government is working to reduce the cost of living and the consequences of fuel subsidy removal. Remember that, but they will not have it. So this just raises lots of questions as to the quality, the billions, the 2 trillion that the state government had received in the first instance. What impact is it having? So if they're protesting like this in Niger State, some of the questions that the government now has, because what we've seen over time, chances are there could be a copycat scenario in some other states. So if Niger State is doing this, other states got to be aware.
It's interesting that the women are the ones that have started this. So you can see that a lot of young people who have also joined in the protest. We can see a lot of young men right here, and it's interesting that they're not even listening to someone as high up as the deputy governor. It tells you just that the people are at in terms of the pain that they're currently feeling. If government is working, it needs to show it's working. It needs to. It's not just a question of just saying it now. People need to feel it. People need to be able to see the hope on the horizon. So this is the situation in Niger State. We're hoping it doesn't spread. We're hoping that this will be contained. We hope that it will just be a protest. The people have a right. It is their inalienable right to protest and let their voices be heard. It will not be a surprise if it happens elsewhere, but we hope that it will be something that will be done peacefully and will not lead to the loss of any life.
And actually very important that this is looked at very carefully, because Niger State is one of those states where if you don't check a situation early, it actually gets worse. And we're seeing a lot of young people here. When Niger State of terrorist attacks recently, and neighbors us here in Abuja, it's a very crucial state, a very large state, a very massive population, and this situation has to be looked at very carefully and addressed very smartly by the state authorities to ensure that it doesn't turn into something else. But of course, right there, we're seeing disgruntled young people who are asking for better government.
If you ask me, Kayla, if you look at the fact that young people, this young men who we're seeing on the street, and even women, and Niger State is known to be a largely agrarian state. Niger State has massive land capabilities that can feed this country. It's right in the middle of the north-central region of Nigeria. People are unable to go to their farms as a result of the insecurity. Some parts of Nigeria have been taken over by terrorists. You see that the army has been battling them, but even they too, they've been given quite our security agencies quite some, problems in terms of challenges for the entire country. So I'm hoping that let us all do. But I think it has to go beyond hope now. But the real work will be done to address the root challenges confronting the people who are unable to go to their farms and unable to contribute meaningfully to national production, especially in the area of not just food now, but even in terms of timber, in terms of many other byproducts that we could actually make from food and cash crops.
I mean, children, this is a Monday morning.
It is a Monday morning.
All these people are not at work or in school. There's a lot or at their farms. There's a lot that is wrong in this place.
So the stark reality of the questions of youth unemployment, the stark reality of whether or not policies that the government has put in place is achieving the desired results. The stark reality of what we need to do if we don't want to be sitting on the tail of gunpowder. So we'll bring more details on this matter as we get them out.
The things that bothers me is that we should never have allowed our young people to get to this point of hitting the roads. We always know the beginning of a thing such as this. We can't know the end of it, especially when we cannot control the narrative. Now, these guys didn't just get here. There were elections in Niger State earlier last year. About a year ago, there was elections in Niger State, and the issues had prevailed until before then. And even until this moment, the governor ought to have seen these things coming. I always talk about my confidence in the intelligence community, how the officials of government, political office holders, use the information that they get at the federal level, at the state level, at the local government levels, at the executive level, and at the legislature levels. That is what will be instructive here. So this is what we have now, and they are refusing to listen to government officials. Where do we go from here? It's a very troubling situation, and this is just one state. God forbid that it goes anywhere else. And how many other states are having this experience, and the governors and the officials of government, commissioners, and no one is looking at those things now. It's not all rosy if people are hungry and pensive. That's my take, Jimmy.
In that one, and see how it develops, to try and reach out to the governor and see what has he got to say. Yes, the deputy governor did go there, but you can see the results.
Man, that was this. These are protests happening. This was in Niger State. Okay, you can see insecurity. I don't know why they allow this thing to linger for so long. People are suffering. People are crying, and they are not talking. People are suffering. Really, people are suffering. They are suffering. So I don't know why they just allow this to be happening. Now, like kidnapping is not the order of the day in Nigeria. Kidnapping everywhere. So many things. You know, so many things happening in Nigeria. This is not just fair. We should wake up. The government of the day should wake up and fix all this stuff. You cannot be in a country where kidnapping is now a thriving business, kidnapping children, school children, and I don't know. The thing is scary. And this now, like those people right now in Niger State that are protesting, they cannot afford food. They cannot eat again. They are hungry. They cannot go to farm because of insecurity. Herdsmen, be terrorists, no herdsmen. They're in the farm. So they cannot cope. They cannot, they're hungry. No farm. They cannot go to farm because of insecurity, because of the terrorists and the herdsmen, the bandits that are in the bush there. Now no jobs, no money. The dollar is rising. Everything is expensive. That's inflation. These people that if they turn to bad things now, people will say it's nonsense. For a parent, as a parent, you cannot allow your children to be hungry, and you are seeing them hungry. You can't do anything. Meanwhile, you can go to farm. You have farm to go. You have places to do. All your business is closed up, and you cannot just allow children. But I don't. Despite what is happening, I don't subscribe that you go do bad thing. No, 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 no. But some people are pushed to the wall. They have no option that to do stealing and all those stuff. But I don't subscribe for that. There must be a way out. Seriously, man, there must be a way out. But what I'm trying to say, really, the government should step up. I'm trying to say, step up security. Without security, the people, how will the people will suffer? Number one thing is security. If you are secure, if your village is your home is secure, your wife and children are secured, then you cannot think of how you can find food to eat. No security, what take of security to secure yourself, your family, your children. Then after you're not even sure of that, so people are displaced in your own country. Then how do you expect them to feed, to fend for their family? I don't look. People in Nigeria are so quiet too. I don't think this is something Nigeria will happen in other places because there will be revolution. There will be revolution. Today I saw Aja properties were burning. Some time ago, that was bomb. That was is it bomb blast? I don't know in Ibadan. Things are just happening. Fire here, fire here. Things are burning. Markets burning. Mandela's market in Lagos got burned down. So many things are happening at the same time. And these people that own these things, they are breadwinners. Breadwinners. They are family people. They pay school fees. They take care of their children. How will these people survive? Nigeria, okay, are they be compensated? I don't know. Are they compensated? I don't know. But so please, we should all wake up. Let's find a way out. Let's find a way out. The government of the day, I know you stole the bandit. Please, let's find a way out. We need to sort out all this stuff. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Like they said last time, Pupils were kidnapped. The government was saying they don't pay ransom. I posted something. I know how much they paid. Everything they did, I know how much is it. They supplied them. They paid money. They gave them. They supplied tomato for them. They supplied even fried rice for them. You know, before the Pupils were released. So guys, we just really need to. We need to help our country, man. We need to help our country. We need to help our country. This is not right. It's not fair. Please, as you watch, kindly like and share. Make comments, man. It's interactive, but I have not been here for a long time. I haven't. But I just this evening I was a little bit tired. I said, no, let me just do it today. let me do it today. But guys, we need to step up. We need to make Nigeria work again. Security system, Nigeria government, please, and please, and please, let's make Nigeria work. This is what we are saying. We in diaspora, have been saying, we will say we are in diaspora, it doesn't concern us. Man, it's our home. Oh, we have those ones in Nigeria. So it's our business. It's our business. So this diaspora, we should not be quiet. Okay? Let's be talking. We can never know. Somewhere, somehow, something can happen. We can, we can fix it. We did a lot. We did a lot before during the election period stuff. The diaspora did a lot. We are influential. We are influential. We can make that country. We will do our part to make our country work. But those Nigeria too, you got to do your part also. You have to do your part also. That is what we're saying. That is what we are saying. Because uh, you know, uh, this bigot, this religious bigot, tribal bigot, the politicians use it to divide the people. Say, okay, I'm from the north, from the east, from the west. Look, Hausa man, Fulani man, Igbo man, Yoruba man, Isha man, they buy bread in the same shop. Do you understand? They travel on the same road. Okay, so security is not guaranteed for anybody. Okay, for me, for if you are just be a bigot, it's not guaranteed for you. Okay, so you see, let's put aside bigotry. Let's put aside religious bigotry, ethnic bigotry, and let's join hands together. You know what people are crying? I saw today that actor that was naked, that went to how do you call it again? That beach, that beach or so. I went there to go. He got naked. He was praying for. I don't know. He was invoking a sexual spirit that belonged to the boom or something. So that's why his video. He says he's regretting. I posted it on my Facebook page, on my TikTok also. The guy is regretting that they should forgive him. Eh, Look, man, as I said, Hausa man, Yoruba man, they use the same market. So if the dollar is what I don't know how much is it right now, sir, but I don't, if the dollar is rising, the dollar is falling. Somebody that was earning like 400K, 4,000 naira in like let's say 5 years ago. That 4,000, that 400K now is that equivalent to I would say about 60,000 naira now. The value of it. So you see. So even if they pay you 1 million naira a month now, man, I don't think it will go far and to take care of a family. I mean, like a family in Nigeria, we have many families, dependents, and so on, paying school fees. I do wonder how people cope in Nigeria as per se paying school fees because private school, Nigeria, they are a bit expensive. Anyway, let's make Nigeria work. I don't know how we say it. Let's make Nigeria work, man. Security system in Nigeria, security apparatus, you guys should wake up. If a guy promised 50 million you to be employed in the military, if he the president, 50 million youth, he can give them agbado and all those stuff. Employ them now, then give them agbado. As you've said, give them maize and corn and those stuff. Employ them with 50 million youth. Employ them in the military, in the police force, to be for security, as you said. Employ them now. 50. You say you employ 50 million youth. What would they eat? Agbado, this one, ewedu. Employ them. Give them the agbado and ewedu. So that the security system in Nigeria will be okay. Nobody is safe. Oh. See Abuja, I heard Abuja is, man, Abuja people are terrorizing there for kidnapping and the rest. Abuja, the state of power. If they can go, they are bold enough to be operating there. That means nowhere is safe, man. Nowhere is safe. The Abuja, the seat of power, where we have the NSA, the military, Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Air Force in Abuja. The ministers and all the senators are there. But where is safe? If Abuja can be, I mean, nowhere is safe. I'm just saying my own, okay? I'm just saying my own. I'm just saying my own, okay? Nigeria will be better again, okay? Let's keep on talking, okay? For people to be quiet is the worst thing that can happen to a man. Don't be quiet. Just keep on talking. They may hear your voice. Like me, and I'm talking now. I know somehow, somewhere, some people will hear me. And somehow, somewhere, it will go to the next person. Maybe not today, maybe next week. I know that I said that there was a video I posted some years ago, man. BBC, I don't know, it was when they saw, but I know that after some time, after about one time, I saw the video, the views and the shares was over. I cannot know how many the shares alone was so much that after a year I saw that video I posted over a year. The BBC did documentary on it to fish out those people in one of the African countries. So you can see, don't give up, don't give in, keep on talking. Your video can go viral, your photography can go viral to help people. So guys, you have your phone. Keep on talking. Nigeria is not. Let's fix the system. Let's fix the security. Let's fix the road. Talk. Nobody will kill you. Nobody will arrest you. Know that one. If they arrest you, you become popular. Okay. If you if you talk, you die. If you don't talk, you die. Then come and talk. And maybe nobody is even dying. We can fix Nigeria. But the politicians are not many. There are not many. People are suffering and dying and crying. Let's be their voice. That's what I'm just trying to say. Let's be the voice of the helpless, be the voice of the hopeless. You can see that like just now, people in Niger State. There are people that are worse than that. I saw one video, I posted it. They said the guy stole. What he stole, I don't know. They were making him to dance. When I even saw the guy, you can see the guy, maybe he has not eaten for some days. Maybe what this thing now? I don't know. Maybe some little money or maybe bread or those stuff. Maybe this guy is not a thief. He's not a thief, but he doesn't know what to do again. He doesn't know what to do again. But thank God that they made him to be dancing. They didn't. I don't think they beat the guy. They made him to be dancing. But the guy was. You see him. The guy had been like maybe the guy had been going had been on hunger strike for a very long time. That is how he was looking. I saw. I said that means this guy must have been hungry. They are human being, man. Everybody's a human being. So we should, let's keep on talking. The government will hear you one day, and people we learn, we hear, and somehow, something will happen. Okay, that's what I can say. Let's listen to this Ekiti stuff. Okay, let's listen to the kidnapping.
Ekiti State. The Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Ekiti, Dari Omudari, said it took the combined efforts of security agencies in the state to apprehend the suspect. According to the AIG, they were rescued at the Otikon forest between Emure Ekiti and Owo in Ondo State at about 1 a.m. Sunday. Omudari also said that one suspect, Alhaji Abu Bagan, had confessed to the crime while efforts were on to apprehend his accomplice.
During interrogation, Babuga Alhaji admitted he took part in the assassination of two Katsina rulers. He is currently giving credible information that will lead to the arrest of other gang members. Everything recovered from the suspects are one live cow, 3 cutlasses, 1 axe, 1 dagger, including food items. We want to enjoin the good public state that command will not rest on his class until these perpetrators of these heinous and criminal acts are brought to justice. We employ all of them to remain calm as we carry out further investigation.
The video, okay. I was saying we should keep on talking. This was a kitty. This was a kitty. A kitty. Thank God that they said they rescued the people. I heard police were saying they did not pay any ransom. Let's let's go back to the video first, okay? Then I will come back. let's go to the video. I'll come back and they'll continue. The thing is, I don't know why it's okay, just a minute, please. Let me just a minute, guys. Okay. Let's I'll call you back again.
And
Let's watch it,
property
okay?
and providing welfare
Let's
for the
watch it.
people. That is what the story is all about. And it's not just about these young persons and their teachers. It's also about the traditional rulers who were attacked. Again, we're painfully reminded with the situation in the Ekiti state, the incident on January 29, and also the abduction of the Pupils, of the security crisis that Nigeria faces. Last week, we spent the whole of last week. Everybody spent the whole of last week talking about insecurity in Nigeria. The Senate said it was summoning service chiefs. We were told Security Council meeting will be convened. But the question that the people of Nigeria continue to ask is, to what effect? Where is the impact? Where is the difference? Why is it that every other measure has failed? Where is the renewed hope that the APC and President Tinubu personally, in terms of national security, promised the people of Nigeria? So those original questions remain. Whether it's in Ekiti, or the Plateau, or Zamfara, or any other part of Nigeria, where life has become short, nasty, and meaningless. Nasty, short, and British, to quote the author of that phrase as he put it. That's number one. There are other details in this narrative. The first one is the spiritual side of it. Some commentators, historians, I think I saw Tayo Additional, who's a professor of history at the University of Ibadan now. I also saw Chief Elebuibon, Chief Ifayemi Elebuibon, saying that it is so strange that traditional rulers, who are regarded as next to the traditional gods, next to the Orishas, and who are supposed to be revered persons in traditional communities, are now found themselves in a situation whereby, they are victims of attacks, of gunshots, of ambush by kidnappers. And I think both the historians and the Ifa priest were putting it down to the fact that the traditional institution has undergone a very dangerous transition, whereby, traditional rulers are no longer as mystically powerful or as revered as they used to be in times past. Well, my only problem with that, I'm not into, shamanism and the interpretations thereby, whether it's of one variety or the other. I don't think we should blame the dead for whatever may have happened. Two traditional rulers lost their lives. This is not about whether somebody went to a beef or preparation, or as a traditional ruler is supposed to have powers to disappear, or no. That's mysticism. The real fact that we have is that nobody is safe, whether a blue blood, a royal person, or an ordinary person. And this is why in this narrative we have, at one end, traditional rulers, monarchs being affected, and we also have ordinary people, children, their teachers also being affected in this security crisis that we face in Nigeria. That's that about that. Those who are looking for traditional explanations can go in that direction. But government has a responsibility to make this environment safe for both princes, kings, and everyone else, and plebeians. Now, beyond all of this, we've been told that there's going to be arrests. One day, I think his name is Babajoga Alaji, as he otherwise called him, said, he's going to help to help police apprehend the other suspects. Well, when those suspects are apprehended, they should be suspects. Well, when those suspects are apprehended, they should be made to face the full wrath of the law. And beyond all of this is the unresolved question about protecting lives and property. Those children who have been freed should be assisted, a lot of counseling. Their parents will also require counseling. Their teachers will also require a lot of counseling. And
Who do all those stuff?
those pushing the traditional narrative. Oba Fatoba said on Awikonko television that he did not escape. He was the only one that survived. It wasn't due to any mistake of powers. He took to his heels in literal terms. And he and the other traditional rulers had in fact gone to Ekiti to make arrangements for security in that taxes. Resort to self-help. Government had failed them. Yes, he said they have the support of the Ekiti state government. But to get to a point where traditional rulers themselves are the ones now recruiting security men to provide security within their domains. And when they were attacked by these assailants, the security men that engaged were so scared that when they tried to respond, they could not. But the Alara of Ara, managed to escape, not due to any magic. He himself has made it very clear. This magic is not going to solve this problem. And people should stop saying, oh, we leave it in the hands of God. Or those who are calling on the devil. Government must play its part to make this environment safe and secure for everyone.
Yes, indeed, government must play its part to make this environment safe and secure. And that's what Nigerians have called. In fact, last week, a coalition of civil society organizations under CISLAC had held a world press conference to actually ask the government to declare a state of emergency on insecurity in Nigeria. And part of what they cited was the fact that the government, a major responsibility of government was to secure the lives and properties of Nigeria. And unfortunately, as it stands, quoting the numbers in thousands of people who've been abducted in under 1 year, and just looking at the last few years, that we needed to ensure that we're not paying lip service, or government isn't paying lip service to securing lives and property. Beyond that, when we look at the impact of insecurity on attracting foreign investment, we've talked about this a number of times, and the signal it sends to the world. Only last week, the ambassador of Germany to Nigeria had met with the Senate President and talked about the fact, in her words, that the insecurity issue in Nigeria is worrisome. She didn't need to have told us this. We can see it. It is obvious. And so whilst people go online to say that, oh, the situation is not that bad, when you compare the numbers with other people, we shouldn't demarket Nigerians. It's not a matter of demarketing Nigeria. It's actually the fact that we want the country to be better. Hence the need to call our government and security agencies and to a rallying call so that people can live and go about their days activities without the fear of being abducted or being killed. The children who were unfortunately kidnapped last week Monday were on their way to school. And we've noticed this with children. In Abuja, just a few weeks back, early in the year, we'd had the kidnapping of Nabiha and her sisters, who unfortunately lost their life. Folorunso Ariyo and her sisters, who unfortunately also lost their life. That's these two girls. Even though their siblings were later rescued, the focus on the fact that now our children, who are some of the most vulnerable in society, whom should be protected, are now seen as targets by kidnappers because it has now become a business venture where they are asking for ransom in millions of naira. We heard for the Ekiti state, there were numbers that were going up to over 100 million naira. Now, kudos to the police and security agencies who rescued these children and said that they did that without collecting any ransom. There have been debates about the collection or the payment of ransom, and even though security agencies say, oh, it is illegal, but there's also been the argument of the fact that these are human lives in question with family members, especially in the case of children. Whilst we do not advocate for the payment of ransom because it does encourage this terrible crime, the truth is, what's the other alternative? And that's why we must continue to ask and make a demand on this government to ensure that they get the security architecture right and are able to secure the lives of Nigerians living in Nigeria. Let me just mention a few things that has been said a lot of times. However, perhaps the more we emphasize it, the more it will be taken into cognizance and something would be done. A lot has been said about more recruitment into the police force. In fact, the chairman of the House Committee, the House of Representatives Committee on the Judiciary, had given this suggestion last week during the session. That number one, in his estimation, about 500,000 more young people ought to be recruited to the police force in bigger states and 100,000 in smaller states. These were the recommendations. Of course, we'll talk about where the financing would come, but when we have a critical situation on our hands, then money must have to show up some way. There have been talked about partnerships with the United States, with Germany. Only last week, the Undersecretary of State for Civilian Security, Democracy and Human Rights was in Nigeria, and she talked about how the US was looking at furthering their partnership with Nigeria in the area of security. They trained some of the SIS, Special Intervention Squad of the police, last week, and these are the kind of things we're looking at. Mr. Honorable Oke also talked about intelligence, investment in ensuring intelligence, a collaborative effort. Why don't the locals trust the police enough or security agencies to give intelligence? Why are they afraid sometimes, as we saw in the case of in Oyo State, where in Ibadan during the bomb blast, the explosion, they had mentioned that they knew the people who were perpetrating this illegality, but they didn't tell the police. That means that there's a gap somewhere. There needs to be more engagement between the security agencies and civilians. We keep talking about the kinetic and non-kinetic, but if this must happen, there must be collaborative effort. Town hall meetings. Everyone must be on hand to ensure that we secure this nation called Nigeria. Finally, what we're hopeful for is that we wouldn't have more press conferences. We wouldn't have incidents like this, where whilst we're rejoicing on the surface of one, the very next minute we're having to decry another abduction or killing. That would be most unfortunate. So the onus is on security agencies, the police now in question, to prevent these things from happening. Intelligence, work together with NIMSI, especially with NIN, so we can trace and track these kidnappers who are not faceless and who live amongst us in society. Move on to our next story. Namibia's longest.
Yes, guys, you've heard. I purposely played that video because Nigeria security is down to bad, down to bad, down to bad. We all need to put our heads together to know what to do. The government, they're the number one. Yeah, we the citizens we have part to play. You know, the Tinubu said he will give he will employ 50 million youth, increase Agbado, all those stuff. Where's 50 million youth now? Look, Nigeria has the money. The money they are stealing is enough to take care of things. We should not be saying where the money come from. The money they are using to buy those SUVs and the rest, billions of naira SUVs, billions of naira to renovate where VP is lodging. The money they are stealing. You can see the Mandela affairs. What happened there? The billions. That woman, I forgot her name, stole 43 billion naira under 5 days. Transferred to her own account. How can this thing just be happening in Nigeria? Everybody is quiet. Sorry. She said mistakenly. She mistakenly took 43 billion naira to her own personal account. You can just imagine. She was not a minister. They can imagine what is happening in other ministries. You can see the billions of naira they are just being stolen every now and then. We'll be hearing of. I posted it on my page. We'll be hearing of the trillions of naira that got lost during before Buhari left the office. They can trace all this money. People can be arrested. We can reduce some of the money. All this suffering in Nigeria is uncalled for. Nigeria is blessed. The natural resources in Niger, in Zamfara State, in Plateau State, that even those foreign companies, foreigners, in Chinese firms are stealing on daily basis. Nigeria, please wake up. I don't know what to say. It's annoying, it's painful, it's just so painful that we are allowing this to happen in Nigeria. No Nigeria should be suffering by now. No Nigerian should be suffering by now. I can bet you that. No Nigerian supposed to be suffering. Supposed to be suffering. No Nigeria at all. They don't deserve to suffer. They deserve to suffer. They don't. It's uncalled for. It's just uncalled for. Why should the Nigeria suffer after in the midst of plenty, in the midst of enough, in the midst of abundance, people are suffering. Man, that is too bad. It's shameful and it's pathetic. It's a sorry state, seriously, man. It's a sorry state, man. It's a sorry state. Nobody's supposed to suffer. Nobody's supposed to suffer. Nobody's supposed to suffer. So they have all the money. Like, look, if we would block the loopholes, well, after are stealing money, like the politicians, when we block the loopholes, we have enough money to take care of security. Even the money that people budgeted for security is more than enough because they are stealing it also. Look, God, where do we start from? That is why we need a head that is good. When the head is good, the work will be solved at least 60%. I hope that Peter B said, when the head is good, this, the problem will be solved at least 60%. But when the head is not good, the neck is not good, the hand is not good. How do you think the foot or the toes will be good? What do you expect? What do you expect? When you have somebody in the office that is clear-headed, has got a vision, a dream, that is not self-centered, that is not of integrity, I bet you in 1 year, Nigeria will turn around. Security-wise, economically, infrastructure may take some time, but all other 1 year, it's like insecurity. 1 year, things will turn around. Right? Somebody that has integrity, that is not self-centered, that is not stealing, that is not corrupt, when he's in power as a president, I bet you, not as VPO, as president, because he's chief, things will change. Things will change. 1 year, things will change. Things will change. That was why most of the obedience we clamor for Peter Obi. But the powers that think they are, or that be, the INEC and the other thieves, man, they did otherwise. They stole the people's mandate. People's voice must be heard. People's voice must stand. That is the truth. That is the truth. People's voice must be heard and it must stand. It must stand. It's painful. It's painful. People came and they voted. Seriously. I won't say they did not vote. That's why I say people are saying people did not vote. You can they allow them to suffer. I say no. They voted. They voted, but the vote was stolen. They voted. So I don't blame the people who suffer right now. They voted. We know they voted. The few people did otherwise. The few people did otherwise. Hmm. Well, they say just now they say that they did not pay any ransom. Let me see. The ransom I heard they paid. Let me check I posted it. Let me see. Let me see. They paid. But you cannot allow them to kill them. That is the truth, man. They said tramadol, fried rice, energy drink, and 15 million naira paid as ransom for the students release. The parents said it. The parents of the children, they said it. But I don't blame them because your children to be kidnapped and they are asking for ransom when the police are not they cannot help you. The so-called governor that's supposed to provide security for the state cannot help you. The so-called the president cannot provide security to help you. After promising 15 million youths to enroll them in the military and the rest, give that bado, it cannot do anything. So what do you expect, guys? Man, they should take it. Look, I'll be saying, governors take care of your. If I, local, the local councils, local government council, local government chiefs, the people take care of yourself. Go on by gun, take care of yourself. If you need to do anything to secure your family, your ward, your council, your village, do it. These people that are coming, they are armed to the teeth with automatic, with AK-47. So you cannot be carrying cutlass. Arm yourself also. Protect yourself, guys. That is it. You cannot allow people. Don't let them threaten you. Don't anybody tell you if you have this one, they will arrest you. Come on. Why are they not arresting all those terrorists? They should arrest them too. But they cannot arrest them. Protect you. They cannot protect you. Then protect yourself, guys. Protect yourself. Oh, that's all I have to say. Anyway, I just want to play. I've not even listened to it, too, but I will play it. I know the guy. He talks. He talks. I know him. He talks good. Okay. I saw his video this evening. But I was just thinking, let me just um I will just play his video. I don't really know what he said, but let's just watch him, okay? Um, let's watch him because today I just had to come home. It's been over a week now. I've been online, yeah. It's quite a while I've been online, really, man. So I just have to do this today. I have to do this today. But I hope I say I'm becoming almost every day now. Man, uh, it's like that too. It's like that, okay? It's like that. It's like that. You know, I like the when he's talking. Let's give you some time to talk. He's one of the patriots, man. He wants the good for the country. He wants the good for the country, man. These are the people I would say that are fearless, okay? That are fearless. They want the good for the country. That is the truth. They are fearless. Let's listen to him, okay?
Person come out with any organized plan for a revolution. Fact of the matter is there's nothing with which to compare. He's been consistent in calling for one. Whether a better job could have been done in articulating one, that's up to posterity to judge. But the fact of the matter is that you cannot fault the man for his recognition of the fact that the Nigerian system is beyond redemption. The critical disconnect is in an inability to communicate these effectively to the Nigerian people. And you really can't blame that on the man, because if he wasn't communicating that, people like myself and multiple others have been communicating it. The question is, have the people been hearing? Have they even listened? Are they receptive to the idea that it's not their ethnic champion or their co-religion that is going to solve the problem? We all would prefer that a Voltron shows up, who waves a wand, and everything just gets better. But it's not going to happen. It will only happen when we all, as a collective, buys into the idea of change and then invest our energy in pursuing that change. So it's not about show-rest tactics. It's about us as a collective. We really need to look at ourselves and then ask ourselves some very hard questions. And the Nigerian interest is almost always subjugated beneath foreign interest by those who purport to rule the Nigerians. So it's not about the exertion of powers by these foreign bodies. It is the willingness of those who presume to rule Nigeria to submit the sovereignty of Nigeria and subsume it beneath foreign interest. So I don't blame Yorubas have this foreign proverb. They say, it is not their fault. It is the failure of governance that has led us to the point where we have become a prey to everybody. And we would all have to get to the point where we understand. Sitting down and waiting for an election cycle in 2027 with the Yakubu at INEC without, in fact, I'm not even sure that the path to an electoral revolution is going to be made easier. How? I think with all the amendments you might care to introduce to the Electoral Act that we thought was already revolutionary in its intent, nothing is going to change. So I know that over the coming weeks and months, even as the hardship begins to bite deeper and deeper, we would all have to come to the recognition of that solitary fact. We are the victims. And we victimize ourselves further by our divisions and inability to chart the course. Those of us who have believed that the 1999 Constitution is a fraud and should be done away with, and that we should revert to a regional system, a parliamentary system. That's been the last negotiated agreement of the Nigerian peoples amongst themselves. We say this in the clear understanding that there cannot be a vacuum. You cannot. What we have today, the mainstream you see all over Nigeria, is based on the fact that the existing constitutional order has been destroyed. Validating that fraud of February 25 last year by the Supreme Court effectively destroyed the fraudulent legal foundation by which this country has been governed for a while. So, in demanding that the 1963 Constitution be revived, which this is a call that has been made by multiple persons, including myself, although I added a qualifier that we should recognize 6 regions instead of the old 4. But to answer the meat of the question, it couldn't hold because men did not allow it to hold. If, when the disagreements that arose out of the 1962 elections, if those had been settled using legal means or going through the legal process, as imperfect as it might have seemed at the time, of course the system would have held. But young men, military men in their 20s, enraged and dissatisfied with the state of Nigeria at the time, they took matters into their own hands. The kidnappings in Ekiti came up. The kidnappings on Lagos Expressway, and I traveled that road on Friday, came up. The killing of the others and then the one in Kwara State again came up. And the more these things are happening, the more I was forced to ask myself, you keep saying Yoruba. Is it only Yoruba that needs to own, or Nigeria itself that needs to own? What Hubert Ogunde was saying to the Yorubas was a call to introspection. He was asking them, the Yoruba people as a collective, because we're a disparate lot, from the Gominos to the Deshas to the Ekitis. You mustn't forget that we fought the longest civil war known to the history of man. The Yoruba nation was in turmoil for decades, almost 100 years before the British came and settled the intra-ethnic warfare that was going on in Yoruba land. So when he coins the word, he coined the phrase as an invocation to thoughts. He was demanding that men should think. He wasn't calling for ethnic irredentism. No. Chief Ogunde was a nationalist. He wasn't calling for some Yoruba irredentist awakening. No, he was demanding that the Yorubas should unite themselves and stop fighting amongst themselves as they were doing in the context of 1964. Now, where are we today? If you're asking people to think, if you're calling them to deep reflection, there must be an empirical basis for your call, and there should also be an understanding of where you are today that is demanding the introspection in question. Where are we? We're facing a multi-pronged risk of implosion as a people. Obas have been killed in their own domain, traveling within local communities. They are being killed. When you ask yourself, how do you explain the context of Rome in an atmosphere of turmoil where nothing appears to be settled sufficiently for anyone to do any productive thinking? The question you now begin to ask yourself is this: these people who were busy renewing during the elections, demanding that we should think, why are they not demanding that we should think and then act in this season where everything appears to be going wrong? In Nigeria today, you have unbridled impunity striding around in our country. A landlord will remove the roof of a house and post it boastfully because he knows nothing will happen. A man will steal more than he can spend in 100 lifetimes. They'll catch him. He knows nothing will happen. He's negotiating to drop a few of the Accountant General of the Federation. And yes, the Attorney General of the Federation himself. So you find a situation where we are in that straits. He's collapsing. He's actually imploding. You have terrorism. Almost impossible to deny that it is state-sponsored. You have all manner of illegalities. Look, you ask yourself, what kind of country are we building? You look around you today, naira to dollar, it's probably about 1,000, what? 1.5? I don't know. But the question is this. Someone would ask you, what are you buying in dollars? Tell me one thing, just one thing that we're still manufacturing in Nigeria. I was in the hospital on Wednesday, Tamiflu, a drug to treat flu. I paid for 2,000 naira for that. How many Nigerians can afford that? Malaria is becoming a killer again. Don't let's talk about typhoid, because if you got typhoid, God using myriads of antibiotics. Where's the money going to come from? Where are the drugs? Where are the manufacturers? There is an imminent collapse of our society, and we are not paying attention. Yoruba Ronu, these are gone beyond Yoruba Ronu. Igbos need to Ronu. Ijos need to Ronu. Ibiobio needs to Ronu. Fulanis need to Ronu. Hausa. Everybody in Nigeria needs to Ronu, or this country is going to collapse around all of our ears, and it's not going to be long at the rate we're going. This is a call to a deep reflection. Enlightening selfish interest demands very strenuously that we take a look at our society, at our country, at the totality of ourselves, and then ask ourselves what we are doing, the country we are building. Is it sustainable? Can we sustain this system? Is it something that we would like to see sustained? These are questions that we all need to answer by ourselves. Look, I'm worried about Nigeria. I'm seriously worried about Nigeria. I'm worried about it because it does not appear to have any hope to offer to us any longer. On a daily basis, you look and there are multiple reasons to despair. Yoruba Ronu, but Nigeria needs to even Ronu more. This is not one of those days when it is easy to say the things that one wants to say, because they are very difficult truths to pass on. But there's no other way to say it than say it. It says that Ogedembaje, Alumpo, this ripest fruit is the saddest. I have to say it than say it. It says that Ogedembaje, Alumpo, this ripest fruit is the saddest. However you look, wherever you turn, wherever you turn in Nigeria, yeah, I know the nation's cup thing is our current distraction. And it's nice to have these distractions once in a while. The church and the mosque religion is gradually losing its allure. So it's no longer serving the job of distracting as much as it used to. The pastors and imams have been largely discredited by their efforts on behalf of Jamda. But football is there now, keeping all of us on our skies. So we're taking our eyes off the ball, but we have conveniently ignored the reality of our existence. But even in the midst of all of this, Nigeria has continued to die in installment. Remember this. Without finding common purpose, even with those idiots, we are all going nowhere. Elections are over, but the consequences are lost. As much as we might dislike what they did during the elections, and I'm talking about fellow victims, it is time to find the grace. Help them to see the commonalities of these afflictions, because more are coming. Petrol prices are going to go further up. I assure you, they will remove. Change the thing that your power and steel, Mr. Power was saying that he's already confessing that they should remove every last vestige of subsidy. They talk about government subsidies, but they will never talk about the subsidies that are given by me and you. Every day we subsidize government inefficiency, corruption, and impunity. Every day. Every day that I spend money buying diesel, every day that I spend money paying the guard, every day that I spend hours in traffic, each and every day that I go to the hospital and I spend extraordinary amount of money to treat myself or any member of my family or staff, I am subsidizing government inefficiency. The thing you need to understand is that if we do not find common purposes, we will perish together. Let me make something clear to you. The ruiners of Nigeria are so myopic that they cannot even see what is in their own best interest. Even their own selfish interest, they can't see it. They are constantly focused on eating, just stuffing their guts, stealing what they cannot spend in God knows how many lifetimes. That is their way. But those of you who still have the capacity to introspect, you can think. You need to now begin to think beyond the now, because I'll show you. But Onu, which is to be stupid, should not be confused with Onu, which is a call to think. Use your brain, your God-given brain. Ask yourself, how is it in my enlightened selfish interest to support this man or that man or this system? How? My dear Nigerians, my brother Yoruba, Igbo, Fulani, Hausa, wherever you might be and wherever you are, you need to move beyond the slogan. The system actually prefers that you focus on breaking Nigeria instead of focusing on changing it. Change it first, and then if you desire to leave, leave. Aside, it is a right to self-determination. The right to secession is a right of self-determination. The right of self-determination is a right of citizens. You are not citizens the way things are. None of us are. We are all victims. So if you focus solely on what they actually love it when you begin to talk about secession. They love it. The system loves it. Each and every one of those who should be at the forefront of championing the secessionist rights of citizens are busy at defeating trough. So I'm asking all of us. We have a common interest in surviving as a people, not necessarily as a country. Nigeria is functionally dead. Its economy is almost comatose by design. Poverty is the only thing that shows up by design. If anything is going to change, it will only change because we found the common purpose to come together to change it. February 25th should be the national swearing-in day for Yakubu, INEC, and each and every one of those who thwarted the sovereign will of the Nigerian people. For those of you who might follow and who follows me as well, is a symbolic thing, but words are life. Send your thoughts and wishes Yakubu and everybody involved in the shenanigan of the 25th of February on the anniversary of the day. It changes nothing, yeah, I know, but it is the beginning and the building block of what we need to do. Confront this system is a must. This system is not going to change, and we will not be able to vote our ways out of this. But we'll begin by taking baby steps. We'll build solidarity. Get your black. Yeah. On the 25th, wear your black. Wear black and send your good wishes or bad wishes or whatever wishes you have for Yakubu and everybody involved in this thing. Yeah.
Love the way he talks, man. It's just truthful. It's just telling you what it's supposed to be. Okay. That's why I like him. That's why I like him. I like him. He's a fighter. He's he believes in doing the right thing, saying the right thing, and we need people like this. Okay. Should I say patronize them? I don't know. I don't, is that what okay to use? I don't know if that what is okay to use. But we should really. These are people we need to. People like this are few. They're not many. Okay, people like this are few that want the best for our country. People like this, they are few, man. They are few. I played that video to let you know. In case you are watching me, man. As I said, wake up. Wake up. We don't have, I always say we should all wake up. We should all wake up. That is the truth. We should all wake up. Uh, for me, what do I say now? Wake up, guys. Take the country back. These people, if you say 227, hey God, oh, I'm sorry for you. If you can survive to that day, I pray you survive to that day. I pray for you survive to that day. But if you say 20, with this INEC that is still there, INEC that is still there, these jackets that are there, you can see what they've been doing since after February 25th. All the elections has not been election. They go there, they write it, and cannot do nothing. All the bad elections they have been doing, all the school elections they have been doing, you can see for yourself, man. If you wait if you give yourself hope to 2027, I'm sorry for you, man. I pity you. You'll be one of I would say, the miserable set of person or set of people. If you say 2027, that's what you're waiting for. I'm sorry for you. Nigeria, wake up. Fight for your rights. That's what I have to say. I don't. That is just what I have to say, man. What should I say? Security everywhere, killings everywhere, banditry everywhere. It's like license to kill, license to do. It's like business, very lucrative, man. Too bad. I pray for Nigeria every day. I pray for the country to be better. Really, I don't know how did we get here? Please, Asa Yusuf, the Patu Tommy, you guys should keep on talking. Peter Obi, we love you. Keep on talking. Don't give up. For me, I don't say uh, if joining a PDP or BP, I don't know. I don't think that. I don't even look. I don't even believe which election. Even like they merge, which election, with this INEC. You cannot do nothing when we were openly robbed during November 25th, openly robbed, openly rigged. Then the guy was not even the president. You guys did nothing. I was staying at home and hoping prophecies. they will arrest Tinubu on the day of inauguration. I saw them. I saw them. I saw vision. I'm a Christian, born again, man. It's really feed. You guys have to wake up and fight for your rights. Wake up and fight for your rights. You guys did not do it. You guys did not do it. What Mario? What Mario? Anyway, let's just on the other note today. Let's let's wish the Super Eagles best of luck as they play South Africa on Wednesday. Okay, let's wish them best of luck. As it is, please as you watch, can you like, share, make comments? Okay, let's play this on after this. I call it a day. Okay, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be around tomorrow. Okay, let me try to make it. I will try to tomorrow. I'll be around tomorrow. Hopefully. Okay, let's do this one. Call it a day after this.
The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria has responded to a viral video over the weekend which captured the sudden power outage at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. The incident left travelers in the dark for 3 minutes, eliciting several reactions from travelers and store owners who mocked the state of infrastructure at the facility.
This is Murtala Mohammed Airport, Nigeria, and today's date is the 2nd of February 2024. They have just taken the light at the airport. There is power outage at the airport, so you can imagine what it looks like. At an international airport, there is no power running, no light. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame.
Of course, you can understand the frustration of the travelers, but FAN put out a tweet immediately, actually, responding saying, update. We experienced a 2 to 3 minute outage at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport yesterday, February 2nd, 2024, while switching over to our backup power supply after losing power from the grid. The electrical team has identified the challenges with the automatic switchover and working judiciously to restore this immediately. We have put a plan in place, leveraging the alternative sources of power to ensure we do not have a recurrence. I thought that this was a good tweet, and I thought that they responded swiftly, which was quite important. But you could hear the frustration of Nigerians, coming out to say that this is horrible happening in Nigeria. But this is not only in Nigeria. This happens. Last year, I believe I saw, a report, in the UK of a blackout, and it disrupted a lot of services. So it does happen across. But I guess the frustration is the fact that it is a common occurrence.
Yeah, and I think it's about social media. Yes. Oji, the fact that people can report on the spot. In the past, when things like this would happen, it would take a while for people to even know that such a thing happened. So we have citizens who are keeping in check our national institutions. And one of the things I must commend FAN for doing, like you said, is coming out very swiftly to give a reason and to explain the circumstances of things. However, I do believe that this also points to a bigger challenge that we have in the nation with regards to power supply and how this can cause embarrassment to Nigerians. The incident that happened at Heathrow Airport, I think, happened early in January and was early in the morning. They said that the disruption to flights and operations was quite minimal, and that was just a portion of the airports that had encountered blackout. I'd seen comments around, let's compare ourselves to England. But when we have challenges, I think we should desist from comparing ourselves and saying that other people are doing it too, so we can get away with it. That's not our focus, that's not our aim. So I'm hoping that as a lesson from this, FAN would put in measures, as they said, the automatic switchover had a challenge to ensure that this does not occur again. That's what we look forward to, not to compare ourselves to say, other people did it, so we are fine. Mistakes to happen, let it not happen again. Yeah.
Well said, Ayo. We'll take another story. Over the weekend, the Super Eagles of Nigeria defeated Angola 1-0 to become the first team to book a place in the semi-final of the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast. Or during the game, presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, was spotted wearing traditional green and white jersey of the Super Eagles cheering and dancing along with fans at the stadium.
President.
I have a God who never fails. I have a God who never. I knew I was going to feature this woman with this dance move. Our Pastor Ayo, get this camera guy. All right, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was also spotted in a video celebrating the Eagles' victory with friends and family in France.
Well, let's pray. We bring the cup home, okay? That's our prayer. And I pray we bring the cup home, okay? That's our prayer. All right? That is a prayer. Let's keep praying for them. Let's keep praying for them. I believe we can. If we make it happen. All right, let's go with the video again, okay? Let's go with the video again. Yeah, let's go with the video again. I'll come back.
Family in France. Too much excitement in that room. Well, after the game, the Super Eagles stars were seen celebrating their victory with the captain of the team, Ahmed Musa, who is a devoted Muslim, leading the Christian chorus. Let's take a look. I mean, this was beautiful to see, Dr. Abacha. I always speak about what sports brings to the table, the camaraderie, the beauty in sports. That's what it is. Dr. Abacha, really quickly.
Well, the beauty of football.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
and how football has become for Nigerians a religion. Yeah. It's not only in Brazil or in Colombia that they worship football. We also worship football here in Nigeria. And when it comes to football, religion, ethnicity, all of those things that ordinarily divide us do not make any difference. And it's good for the Super Eagles themselves to see the level of support that they are getting. Presidential candidates going to watch them. The whole of the Senate committees, the National Assembly committees on sports, they were also out there. Football legends, they were all out there to support them. And, you know, apart from Peter Obi, yes, I thought I also saw Godswill Akpabio, the Senate president, also out there in the stands to cheer up the Super Eagles. The Super Eagles will justify that by just bringing the trophy.
Yes.
Finally, Ahmed Musa, who is a Muslim, leading a chorus. You know how it is. There are many of these, there are many Christians, who started out from Muslim colleges and who can read the Quran, can worship very well in the Quranic manner. And there are many Muslims who also attended Christian secondary schools and, understand what Christians do. Yes. So, I mean, we're in the recent, a united society. It's only when people want to play politics with religion that they say, oh, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, or I'm a traditional African worshipper. So there are many like Ahmed Musa, who, by the way, I think is from Kaduna State, where you have both Christians and Muslims together. But what is important is that we have at least one thing that we can point to as a source of national unity.
Yes, congratulations, the Super Eagles, and just beautiful to see such unity. I hope we can take this forward and know that it's important for us to be tolerant. Yes. We can live together, coexisting, different religious beliefs, but still loving one another and pursuing, the good of the nation. Absolutely. So congratulations to the Super Eagles.
Well, like I said, before we end what's trending, I did say that Nigeria was fully represented at the Grammys. Shall we
Well,
take a
I'm gonna
look
stop here for
at Burna
today,
Boy's performance at
guys.
the Grammys?
He's a Grammy-winning sensation originally from Nigeria. Please welcome
Man,
Burna
I
Boy.
think I'm gonna stop here for today. Right? Well,
Congratulations, Burna Boy. That was Brandy right there, right? Yes, performing with Burna Boy. What can we say? Again, a round of applause to our 5 Nigerian artists that made that inaugural category of Best African Performer of the year. Congratulations. Well, I'd like to thank you both for your great analysis as always on what's trending. Well, that's all I have for
well, guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna call it a day. Please, as I've said, to watch and you like, share, and comment. Let's make Nigeria great again. We can make it great again. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Nigeria is a country we know has the people, has the human we have the capacity, we have the human resources, we have the natural resources. We have been blessed and graced by God. We can make Nigeria happen again. Please, those in authority, take the security into serious consideration. Please, let them security everywhere. I mean, when you have security, investors will come. If you need to go and beg for investors, they will just definitely come. You have enabling environment. People will come and it will create jobs for people to bring up people from poverty, from 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 frustration. Because people in Nigeria say they are frustrated. That's why they protest. If guys don't take it, protest will spread everywhere, and it's only good for the country. Okay, but Nigerians, the boys, the things in your hands. Make Nigeria work again. We can make it work again. You and I can make it work again. I love Nigeria, I love my country. Those in diaspora, we should not give up. We should not give in. We can make things better, okay? We can make things better. We can make things better. I believe that Nigeria can, come on. Nigeria is blessed. Natural. We are blessed. We are endowed with God love us and He blessed us, but the leaders are doing otherwise. See down the line, making Nigeria work again. We can make it work again. So, guys, thank you for watching. As I've said, please follow our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think I about 2 there. Facebook page, Twitter, even on my Instagram too. Instagram and TikTok. We're all there. We're all there. We're all there. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Good night.